Hello Dark and Darker fans. Today I'm bringing to you a guide and dev interview with the team behind Trade and Trader, Dark and Darker's #1 community-made trading tool. As of Playtest 5, to trade in Dark and Darker, you go to the trade hall, select a trade post, and then you need to sift through whatever is being offered at the time. Sometimes this isn't easy. I've often found myself sitting for 15-20 minutes after a match, just trying to sell a piece of gear. And while trading will likely change in the future and get easier, Trade and Trader seeks to keep you in the game instead of in menus. The main thing Trade and Trader does is allow players to make and browse listings for gear they wish to sell and buy. While Dark and Darker does this already, Trade and Trader does it that much better. It does this by having filters so players can search for items by category, allowing players to make listings for items they wish to buy, and notifying players when a bid is placed on one of their listings. Here's how it works. If you want to buy an item, you have two routes. You can choose to browse offers, checking out all available listings and sorting through to find something you like. Or you can choose to create a want-to-buy offer and wait for someone to offer you an item. If you want to sell an item, you have two routes. You can choose to create a want-to-sell offer, where you can list the item you have and the price you desire, and you can wait for other users to bid on the item. Or you can browse public want-to-buy offers, and you can offer your item to someone looking for it or looking for something similar. Once you receive a bid, you can either choose to accept or decline. If you toggle notifications, then Trade and Trader will notify you through Discord when you receive a bid. If you accept a bid, then an on-site chat window will open where you can discuss the trade with the buyer or seller. After completing a trade, all that's left is to delete the offer. That's it. It's that easy. To get started, in order to receive Discord notifications, you must verify your account with Discord. Let's have a look at some offers by selecting Browse Offers. There are options for browsing by item category, by the item slot it takes up. There's a search bar for searching for specific items, and a couple of toggles to hide or show offers you may not need to see. Let's have a look at what arming swords are being offered. This user is selling a green arming sword for 75 gold. We can see it has a +2 to movement speed and was posted 18 days ago. We can also see if any bids have been placed on the item, what the current top bid is, and we can create a bid of our own. To make a bid, select the amount you wish to bid and then choose Create Bid. The small colored dot to the right of the user's name indicates if they are online. To create an offer, we go here. Then, we choose what kind of offer we are making, whether it be a want-to-buy offer or a want-to-sell offer. First, we select what type of item we are listing. Second, we select what price we want for it. Next, we add any modifiers the item may have and their strength. Then, we adjust the item's base stats as they can vary. You can also disable and enable notifications for specific listings here. Lastly, we're going to choose Create Public Item to finish the listing. You may also notice it shows similar items on the right-hand side for user convenience. If you have notifications on, then it will look like this when someone bids on one of your items. It will also provide a link to the specific item on the page. Here we can see that my Ranger hood has received one bid. It's for 150 and I find that pretty acceptable. After accepting, we're connected through the chat window and are able to set up the trade. This will conclude the guide on how to use Trade and Trader. Now, on to the interview with the developer team behind it. Alright, First and foremost, I'd like to thank you for having me and giving me the time of day so that we can talk and have this opportunity to get these questions answered and out there to the community.
Oh, that's an honor for us, Raza. Before providing these answers from us, that I could say, like Nesqui is sorry for not being able to answer by himself, that he has to read the text because he's not proficient enough in English.
Well, that's fine. Alright, with that, I will begin. Question 1. How would you describe what Trade and Trader is to someone who's never heard it?
You could call it the auction house made by players.
Question 2. Why is Trade and Trader useful to the community?
To save precious playtest time, so not looking and searching for items. You instant play and trade on Discord notification basis.
Question 3. Why did you make Trade and Trader? And do you have any major inspirations when creating it?
I was missing out on Darker so much that I couldn't get up from bed. To have the same feelings, I wanted to develop something related to Dark and Darker. I came up with a Trade and Trader idea that lit my soul. I couldn't lay down in my grief anymore. Having as much inspiration, I talk it with Loctis. Trade and Trader for me is a filler between playtests.
Okay. Question 4. Do you play Dark and Darker? If so, do you have a preferred class or any opinions about the game that you'd like to share?
Yes, we love Dark and Darker. It's a game that gives you an addiction. It's so huge. Any other game becomes hollow after a couple hours in Dark and Darker. I mostly play melee because I love swings and like the melee game with footsies. I love it. Nesqui was mainly playing a ranger as well as playing rogue sometimes. We had a looting strategy that we used to get 6 to 8 lion heads in like 10 minutes, while as well having a lot of PvP interference.
Very nice. Question 5. How long do you plan to continue support for Trade and Trader?
As long as users and IronMace find Trade and Trader interesting and usable.
On top of that, we want to save IronMace developing time so that they can focus on gameplay stuff instead of a trade chat right now.
Very nice. Question 6. Do you have any upcoming plans for the moderation of Trade and Trader, or for a user report system? If so, what might the report system look like, and will there be any protections for the report system against instances of brigading or mass reporting?
We do have a ban system ready. Manually moderation is there as well, and we have a certain system that we could add. A karma system which we are discussing. There have been 2 weeks since we came up with that.
That's very nice to hear. Question 7. Trade and Trader has taken a stance against RMT and will ban players for it. Are there any additional features that Trade and Trader plans to use in the future to aid in preventing RMT?
We can only try as much. In that regard, non-native conversation in chats and bogus items that got reports will get users locked out of a site. To have more features, we have to come up with something clever.
We'll be playing the next playtest with you as well, so that please consider it that we could take a bit of time with hotfixing Trade and Trader. Before playtest we are trying so much to make it automatic.
Question 8. Are there any features that you might like to add in the future to Trade and Trader that has not yet been implemented?
We have to look at next playtest to get an idea what Trade and Trader needs. As well, we are relying on Dark and Darker Fate. Plan it right now. We have that user will get a Discord notification whenever a matched item to their offer gets created. However, it could spam users with notification so that this feature is being tested in development.
I feel like Dark and Darker integration would be nice as well.
Well, with that said, is there anything else you might like to tell the community?
Otto love. Bet Otto. Hands crossed for the next playtest. Like, I'm so hoping to bash some heads. Oof. Then Eska says, it would also be nice to have his perspective. He says, an addition to his words, he says, it would be nice to have Trade and Trader being a community service, to have a community so that it works. So instead of us playing Dark and Darker and using a trade chat, so that we as developers would use Trade and Trader to trade with people, that would be nice. That's his words.